Do you believe in soulmates? Your guardian angels cherish you, and they're here to offer insight in the form of a message. No matter what people might do, or how hard they try, it can be difficult to make the heart forget. Even if it might hurt, certain memories persist, the angels say, while it's not necessarily a bitter pill to swallow it. Most certainly is. Bittersweet would you happen to have memories of longing and regret? Are there people who are once in your life, but no longer play a role for one reason or another? The fascinating thing about life is how the universe weaves its tapestry. Instead of yarn, the universe uses bonds. It weaves the lives of people together and makes it so that you never forget the people in your life, even those who are no longer there. In this case, someone from the past has been missing you terribly. You've been in their heart this whole time, and perhaps they've also been in yours before. We delve deep into what might happen in the coming weeks. It's first important to talk about the presence of pre-synchronicity signs. These signs offer a path forward through understanding. Make sure to watch the whole video, as it will allow you to better decipher this message now. Back to what your guardian angels wish to share. Are you curious as to who this person might be? It's understandable, as they've been missing you. Bonds often work both ways, and as improbable as it seems, you can feel what they feel in your heart of hearts. I repeat, someone's heart is missing you, and there will come a time when the two of you reunite, no matter how sure you are of life. It is often difficult to tell what the future holds. Something as simple as predicting what might happen the next day, or even a few hours from now, may prove to be impossible as such. It can be challenging to tell how your relationships with the people around you will hold within the next 5 years. Will your relationships deepen? Will some relationships drift apart? Will you think back to this year's, from now relishing the bittersweet nostalgia that flourishes from memories long past? As difficult as it is to predict the future, there are some things that can help you attune to what the universe wants to say. Of course, the universe might also prefer to be straightforward, which is why you're hearing this very video. Your guardian angels wish to share the message, as it provides insight that can help you on the road ahead. There will be moments when the signs prove to be difficult to decipher. But such is not the case with this message. It is simply a reminder that even the people who you haven't seen in a long time cherish you. This person in particular misses you terribly. While you've gone your separate ways a long time ago, they can't help but think back to simpler times. Perhaps you may have thought the same way, but maybe you didn't necessarily have this person in mind when it comes to relationships. Even with soulmates, they can often be one-sided. To put things into perspective, consider how you might feel about your best friend. Do they also consider you your best friend? Or maybe they have other people that consider their best friends other than you. The same thing goes for how people think about you. This person misses you, and maybe in some ways you miss them too. However, the heart does not break evenly. One side will almost always give more than the other. However, that does not mean that it will always be the case. For example, your guardian angels know that if this person were to try to reintroduce themselves to your life once again, you might start to see them in a new light. It could kickstart a beautiful and rare relationship, one with an equal amount of give and take. Your guardian angels want you to know that there's a chance this person may try to contact you. they send this message to help you prepare yourself for such a thing. You may not know who this person is yet, but they will show themselves sooner rather than later. As if that wasn't enough, their reason for missing, you may come as an absolute shot. But that is left for this person to disclose. The point of this message is to share a turning point in your life before it happens. That said, know that you have more control over the situation than you might realize. Don't think that you're being led to a situation where you have no choice but to be with this person. Your guardian angels have this to say. Concerning the matter, there will be times when it feels like control is taken away. However, this is not one of those times. The universe is showering you with blessing after blessing, and in this case, it translates to control. You have the capacity to choose the outcome you wish. All you have to do is listen to your heart as this message reaches its conclusion. It's time to talk about the aforementioned signs. Catching these signs and objects. After this message will open you up to a surprising amount of luck. So it's not a bad idea to keep an eye out. The first sign to manifest itself will be the original crane. You may have already heard of the story of how origami cranes can act as a person's dearest wish. When you fold enough origami cranes, your prayers can be answered. In this case, the origami crane represents not only a dear wish, but also a line of communication between you and the universe. An origami crane is your dearest wish to take flight and be free when you see one at any point. Let it act as a reminder to be grateful for what you have and to ask the universe for anything you want. And so comes the next sign, the antique mirror. The antique mirror speaks for itself when it comes to what it symbolizes. Who do you see when you look in the mirror? Naturally, you see yourself. The mirror symbolizes you, while the vintage mirror is a relic of the past. The vintage mirror is a reminder of past events. While it's important to look ahead and toward your future, it's also just as crucial to look behind you. After all, those who do not study the mistakes of the past are doomed to repeat them. The final sign is a subtle one, a simple ring. This ring has no grand design. It's beautiful, it's elegant, and you'll often find it in the form of a wedding band, compared to the engagement ring, which tends to be filled to the brim with stones. The wedding band is more sublime. It represents your connection to each other, as well as your connection to the cosmos. Take these 3 signs and consider what they might be telling you. Know that when you come across these 3 signs in the wild, you can expect extremely lucky events. I want to end with a prayer for you, Lord. May your guiding light illuminate the path for them as they navigate the intricate tapestry of their life's relationships. Grant them the strength to embrace both the bittersweet memories and the potential for future reconnections. Understanding that bonds are woven by your hand, may they find solace in the longing hearts of those who miss them, and may the synchronicity signs lead them to a deeper connection with your divine plan as they encounter origami cranes, antique mirrors, and simple rings. May these signs fill their days with luck and remind them of the unbreakable bonds that tie them to others and to your cosmos. Amen. Your guardian angels depart with these words. Remember that the relationships you forge with others are unbreakable. There may come moments when people need to drift apart, but these relationships and bonds act as a promise to meet again. Type 444 to claim this message in the blessings inside for your own. Before we end, I also want to share with you that there's a possible image of your real soulmate. Will you recognize who they are, or will you meet this person very soon to ultimately be the loved one you are meant to be with? Click the link in the description to see this image. Some people are skeptical, but once you read the true stories of people who ordered a sketch and later met their soulmate, you'll be amazed. Have to see this photo to see what I mean. Click the link in the description. To view your soulmate sketch, an important message is waiting for you. In the next video, will you hear it? And thanks for your love and light.